Yeah, there'll be some surprises. We're working on that right now for sure. Some extra stuff during those shows. But I will leave them as surprises. But you can expect a really, especially the soulful. I mean, Nailbomb, we're playing the record the way it is, and we're not changing that much. But Soulfly, there's definitely people can expect some really cool jam sessions between songs and stuff like that. That's always part of the Soulfly live experience.
Welcome to the Here to Zen Podcast, your new home for music, entertainment, and more. Take a break, kick back, and check out what we can bring to you. From the latest, the greatest, and everything in between. We look forward to you joining us on this musical journey. And now, let's get on with the show.
Hello.
Hey Max, how are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
I am great. Thank you for joining me this morning for me, this afternoon for you.
All right. You're in Australia?
I'm in Brisbane, Australia. Yeah.
Awesome. Wait, excited to be there in January.
It's this year has gone so quick, it will be here within the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it's going fast.
Yeah. So congratulations on Chama, which came out at the end of October. For you, as the guy who created it, how have you found everyone's response to the new album?
Really good, man. Every time you put a record out, it's always a bit nerve-wracking and a little anxiety about what people gonna think of it. But I really dig the reaction of the fans. The reviews are really good. I myself think it's a fun record to listen to. It's short, direct, and but still very much all the things that people like about Max are in this record, um and it sounds modern and tribal at the same time, which is kind of cool. I like it, man. I think I think it's gonna be one of those records that years from now I'm gonna look back and be like, yeah, that was that was one of the good ones, So I'm excited for. I'm excited to tour for the record as well.
We can't wait, especially down here. But you mentioned the fact that it's got modern sounds to it as well as the tribal. Now you've got your son handling production on this one. Do you think that a fresh set of ears has allowed that change in production to happen?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because if I produced it myself, um it would end up sounding too much like what I wanted to do myself, and I didn't really wanted that. I wanted a different opinion, a different perspective, and having him there, that's what created all the crazy sounds that you hear and the percussion mixed with all the noise stuff. Um, and I think like the songs itself, they came out real solid, really cool. Like I love the variety, go from Storm the Gates to No Pain Equals No Power, to Chama. They're very different from each other. Um, it was a really cool work, fun record to make. Um, Actually, there was a lot of I really enjoyed the work on the record. I got to work with both of my kids on it, Zyon and Igor. They both helped me with lyrics and um, you know sonic ideas. And in the end of the day, I think we came out with a semi-concept record with the Chama story with the boy from the favelas that go to the jungle. That whole thing was really cool to do it, do that with my kids, and um, we have a lot of amazing guests on the album as well. So yeah, I think it was definitely one of the most enjoying. I enjoyed the most studio was making because it was like an old dream of mine to have work with my kids like that and make something really good with them. And Shama is that, and I think the name itself meaning flame, I think that's like I was aiming for the Soulfly flame of the beginning because Soulfly started like rise from the ashes, it kind of came out of nowhere and grabbed the world by the horns, man. It was great. I wanted to like Not really sonic, because I think sonically Chama is very different from the first Soulfly record, but in the terms of the attitude, is very
Yep.
similar from the first album.
Well, as you said, Shama means flame or fire, depending on what you read, what you believe. Um, for you, what keeps your flame burning to keep making music?
To me, it's like it's a necessity. It's like oxygen. I need it. I need it in my life, you know. It's like I live for this, you know. I'm not good at anything else, so this is like the only thing I really enjoy it. Um, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I think once you do so many records like I did, in the back of my mind, there's always like the belief that you can still make you haven't not really made your masterpiece yet. You know, that's yet to come. And with that kind of belief, that's what makes it fun. You're chasing that all the time.
Yep,
So you're always chasing that kind of greatness. Kind of like a sports player, I think, you know, like always chasing the cup or to be on top of the group stage or whatever. Similar to that, you know. So I think and to me, music in general, not just my music, but other people's music is a huge part of my life. You know, I use it whenever I feel down. I put some music on, I feel better. Metal has that power, you know, healing property. Music is magic, you know. I believe that. I don't give a shit about what people think or what people say. I know it's magic. I know it has magic powers. I seen sometimes when even sick, I remember being sick and listening to music and feeling better afterwards, like crazy. Like it's crazy what music does to people, and I'm a big believer of that, and that's to me that what makes me motivated to keep doing it. You know, like um, to hear from the fans that my music has helped them, saved them somewhat, helped them through their life. It's an amazing thing to know that what you did here in this living room, I write the riffs here and then goes out to the world. It's pretty incredible.
that's awesome. Now, I was actually going to ask about writing. So, back in the day, record companies normally gave a massive budget. You went in, you did pre-production for some bands, it was months, and then you're in the studio for months. Now, as you said, you're in your living room writing. Was there any
Yeah.
sort of form of pre-production or just collecting riffs and then putting them together?
Yeah, I mean, every record is different. I done uh some of them where we all practiced and did pre-production. And I found that some like one of the records I ever done was Nailbomb. And Nailbomb, there was no pre-production. Uh, we wrote shit in the couch like this and literally took it from the house to the studio and recorded. It was the most punk rock record I ever made. And if you listen to that record today, it sounds fucking great. It sounds amazing because of that. There's something about it, the urgency and the not giving a fuck attitude. It hits, man, and it's killer. And I think sometimes, especially for metal music, you're not really trying to create perfection. You are actually chasing imperfections. I think that's like what's cool about metal. Mistakes are great. Um, Sometimes even when stuff doesn't quite fit, somehow in the studio it sounds cool. You know, like your vocal and your riff are kind of like not totally in sync with each other, but it sounds cool, man. It sounds live. It sounds real, and that's what I love about recording records like Chama. Like no click tracks, like no fucking click tracks allowed. It's all live music. It's all of us like one, two, three, go, old school recordings. Um, and you just kind of like hope to catch the lightning in the bottle type recording, you know. And I think that's really really cool to be able to do records like that.
Well, that's probably a lost art form, Max, because a lot of bands today are so worried about, how their production works that they need to record to a click because they want to use it for a video in the future. So
Yeah.
it's really glad that I'm really glad to hear that the word flame in a way has even gone into that, where it's let's just go in and burn it down, old school.
Yeah, man. And even in the creation, I was really intrigued by the idea of there's a lot of noises you hear on Shama, you know, like there's the riff, and then on top of the riff, there's all these crazy ass noises that
Yep.
makes the record really. To me, Shama feels a bit psychotic, you know, and in a good way, in a good way, you know, it's like it's on the edge, you know, it's like one of those, it's almost like disturbing to
Yeah.
listen to, but in a cool way because it's because it's metal, because it's like it has like um urgency, you know. And I think like it was cool to like hit some words that go with it that I believe in what I'm saying, you know, and I'm singing them with conviction. You know, that's like another hard part to do in music, like believe in what you're saying and saying what you believe in, you know. And I think Shama has a lot of that. It was great. Like, you know, writing songs like Favela Dystopia was great. Um, Nihilist, Storm the Gates, No Pain Equals No Power. It was a strong record to make. I had a lot of things that I want to say to the world. I've been screaming at the world for 40 years. Uh, and I have no plan on slowing down or stopping anytime soon.
I like the fact that you continue to scream, but as you said, those sounds on the record, so your lyrics and your vocals bring emotion, but then those extra sounds sort of push and pull people's emotions. Is that what you and your sons were going for, was to really target how we feel as people and move those feelings around?
Well, I think what Zion was trying to do as a producer was making a record that uh sounds modern without really being modern because it's recorded in the old school way. So it's not all digital perfect. It's still with, you know, gritty. It's still dirty and aggressive, but it has this modern like noises on. It's almost like, to me, it's really interesting is the mix of the tribal groove sounds mixing with industrial elements. They're not supposed to really mix with each other, but we are putting them together and see what happens, you know? And so it's like, I joke with people, I call it tribal technology. Kind of feels like that, you know, like technology and tribalism
Yeah.
together, working together. And I feel that's kind of cool. Like I never really done a record that has the both of them in full effect, like Shama. Um, and I think it flows really good. The record is quite short. I think it's like we trim all the fat out. We didn't, you know, we only used the stuff that we thought was necessary for the record. Um, Even the instrumental, I love one of the reviews. I think the guy said it sounded like Max and Zion went into a trip in the Amazon jungle and took some ayahuasca. And I thought that was great, you know, because of course we didn't do that, but it sounds like we did that. You know, it sounds like we're tripping on some magic drug and
Yep.
created that instrumental because it's very ethereal sounding. You know, it's very exotic sounding. Um, and I have a little bit of Australia in the record as well. It has the song "Always Will" and "Always Will Be." That's a reference to Aboriginal. It's an Aboriginal quote that
Yep.
I saw on TV when I was in Australia, and I love that. I love that those words. I thought that was great. That would be a great title for a song. So I wrote that down on my notepad, and yeah. So That song is really trippy too. It's like really heavy drum machine. Again, kind of like Nailbomb mixed with Soulfly.
Now, bringing these songs to life on the stage, there are going to be a lot of sounds. Are you planning to maybe just have some of those sounds on a track underneath to make
Well,
them sound that?
well, a lot of it is, I mean, the riff is there, and the riff is really powerful, and I think that's what's cool about the record, is that the riff underneath is really really catchy and powerful and heavy. Um, but we are doing some stuff with some pads, some sounds that go with the some of the noises, and that makes it even more atmospheric in some part, not everywhere, but in some special parts, like the intro of the record, Indigenous Inquisition. We have a lot of those noises that we are adding with the riff to make it sound as big as it can be. And it sounds amazing. We already played that live, and it sounds really great. And Shama is one of those records that it really fits with the old stuff great, especially if you mix with Prophecy, Primitive, Jump the Fuck Up, Eye for an Eye. You mix the Shama stuff with those classic songs, and you have something really powerful. Like the set list just sounds really powerful together. So I'm very excited for January for Australia. It's gonna be great.
Do you think that you might look at documenting any, not just, look, the shows in Australia might be a little hard, but touring next year, like documenting the mix of all of these new tracks for a live release?
I'd love to do stuff like that. I don't we haven't really done it, but more and more that I think with technology, with social media, the people really want to see more people on the road. They wanna watch more behind the scenes kind of shit,
Yep.
dressing room, getting prepared for the show and all that. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to film as much as we can and hopefully yeah, even use some of that in the future for something. But I really like where Soulfly is at right now. I think we're in a really interesting point of our journey. I think Shama is a reboot sonically for us. It's like a rebirth of the band, like let's go, let's go at it again. And but this time more motivated than ever, um, to show the world that our brand of metal, the what we do, the Soulfly brand of metal that we created, and I think that's very important, especially with the new generation of fans coming up. A lot of young fans really want to feel that what you have to offer, and you know, I've been doing this for 40 years and never get tired of it. I'm always excited for a new tour, for a new album. It's great. It's always a challenge, but really I welcome the challenge.
Now, before I let you go, I need to ask one thing. The word tribe runs through your career. Now, tribe, when you were younger, might mean something completely different to what it does to you now. What does tribe mean to you 40 years into your career?
I think it means kind of like the unity between uh people that think alike and like the same stuff that you do. We becoming So you're totally right, by the way. Like tribe when I was a young person, young kid, meant, you know, natives and stuff like that. Now to me, tribe means like fans. It means it's what we call our fans. It's our tribe. We create our own tribe. Even my family. I remember when I married my wife, I told her we're gonna start our own tribe now. And I was joking with her. But in that joke, there was a lot of truth in it, because we did start our I ended up having a lot of kids, and 7 kids, and there's a lot of them, and so it literally is a tribe. you know. But yeah, I think it's like the unity, the passion for what you do, for what you play. all of that becomes part of the tribe mentality.
Max, well done on Chama. It's an amazing record. I knew Soulfly in passing because I listen to a lot more rock than metal, but
Okay.
I really enjoyed the way that the textures made me feel. All those sounds mixed in with some just brutal riffs, like it was so good. But
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear it in January. So you're here with Nailbomb and SNOT. It's going to be a pretty heavy tour, so people need to be ready for this one. I don't think there's going to be any let up.
No.
Any little secrets on what we can expect before I let you go?
Yeah, there'll be some surprises. We're working on that right now for sure. Some extra stuff during those shows. But I will leave them as surprises. But you can expect a really, especially the soulful. I mean, Nailbomb, we're playing the record the way it is, and we're not changing that much. But Soulfly, there's definitely people can expect some really cool jam sessions between songs and stuff like that. That's always part of the Soulfly live experience. And I cannot think of a better way to start the year, by the way, like coming to Australia. Um, it's funny because that's how we started this year. We were in Australia early in January, and
Yeah,
we're gonna do that again. So maybe it's gonna become a thing that we do that every year. You know,
we'd
we
love to
started
have you.
in Australia.
Awesome, Max. Thank you for your time, and we will see you in January.
Thank you, brother.
Enjoy
Appreciate
your day. Bye bye.
Thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Here to Zen podcast. We appreciate you spending your time with us. Remember, you can find us online at www.heretozen.com. Also follow us on social media by searching Here to Zen on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We also have our YouTube channel and would love if you can like, share, and subscribe the episodes and hit the notification bell to stay up to date when a new episode drops. This helps us get our name out there, which allows us to bring you more great content. Once again, thank you for joining us, and from all of us at Here to Zen Magazine and Podcast, see you next time.